Do you like action? Better yet, do you like over-the-top, violently bloody action? And even better than that, do you like over-the-top, violently bloody action infused with 1980s machismo? If you said yes to any of those, then I've got just... Unknown. Hello?
What are you doing, brother?
Oh,
what are you doing?
This guy again.
What's next in line, brother?
Yeah, no.
A little birdie told me you're reviewing the Expendables.
No, I am.
Then the Pebble's on his way.
No.
Hey, what's going on here?
No.
Why wouldn't you tell DP about this?
I know I didn't tell you.
I know you didn't tell me.
okay.
That's the problem. I'm on my way.
No, that is
I'm coming
unnecessary.
over.
You do not need to do that.
I'm not asking you,
No,
you
you're
son
not
bitch.
needed. I appreciate. You know what?
The
I
Pebble doesn't
appreciate
need
you,
your
and I
appreciation.
appreciate
Come
all
on.
you've done for the- Nope. Nope. Ugh. Whoa. I think we've had enough of that guy on the channel recently. Anyway, like I was saying, crazy, insane violence infused with 80s. Jesus. What the hell? Oh, cool. Hello? Yeah, man. I'm doing it right now. Of course, hell yeah, I want to hear what you got to say. Fuck yeah. See? Not all phone calls are bad. Like I was saying, though, 80s machismo infused. Really? Jesus Christ. A video call?
Oh, me so honey, 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 honey. Me so honey.
Fuck it, just start. Expendables is brought to us by actor, director, and 80s superstar, Sylvester Stallone. I'm not alone today. Once again, I have some guests on the channel. This time, I brought in two bad motherfuckers to come talk about this bad motherfucking movie. And before we get into any more of my thoughts on this thing, let's get over here and talk to my good friend at Movie Massacre.
Are you feeling weak and pathetic? Good, because you will look it. Do you want to be a bad off-the-wall invincible mother trucker?
Yes.
Well, have yourself a healthy dose of the Expendables. It has the most explosive explosions in the history of film. Stallone, Statham, Willis, Schwarzenegger, Lundgren, Jet Li. Do you have a man boner yet? Well, get ready, because it's about to rip through your pantaloons. Prepare for chases, knife throwing, and all-around testosterone-fueled violence. If this movie doesn't turn you into a badass, then nothing will. Comes with male pattern baldness.
Thanks for that, Movie Massacre. That was quite explosive. And before we skeet on over to my other guest, I figure I should probably give you an idea about what this movie's about for the uninitiated. The Expendables does actually have a story, and it concerns Sylvester Stallone's Barney and his crew of expendable mercenaries. They go from place to place doing jobs that nobody else wants to do for that cold, hard cheddar. But of course, being upstanding mercenaries, no women, no kids. The basic premise is that there is a country over somewhere. I don't think it ever really necessarily says exactly where, but it's kind of like a South American-ish kind of country. I don't know, doesn't really matter, but it's being ruled by a drug lord. This drug lord is being funded by a former US agent played by Julia Roberts' brother, Eric Roberts. Why? Well, details. Don't worry about all that shit. You're slowing down the process to get to the big fucking explosions. Moving on. Barney and his crew are contracted by the US government, not acknowledged of course, to go in and liberate said drug lord from the Holy Ghost. Upon arriving, they meet up with the drug lord's daughter, who is apparently some type of pseudo-revolutionary, but not really. She's not totally committed to the cause, it seems, but she is against the whole thing and kind of helping them fight against him. So our heroes go into this impossible situation to blow shit up and kill motherfuckers. And that's the story, more or less. There's a couple other little details I left out, but that is the basic story. And that's okay, because what the real story is, what we really want to see out of this movie, the only thing that matters to us, the viewer, is how long is it gonna take for these amazing 80s action stars to get to the point to where they start fucking motherfuckers up with big ass guns and big ass explosions and amazing 80s one-liners. And the answer is a bit longer than you would like. However, when it does go down, woo, does it fucking go down? Some have talked shit about this movie because its story is not very deep. What movie did you buy a fucking ticket to? After seeing the trailer to this movie, knowing who all was in it and what its basic premise was, were any of you ever expecting a super cerebral deep dive of a story in this movie? If you were, you are not this movie's target audience. And if you're not, that's okay. Go watch The fucking English Patient or something. That is fine. Because this movie is for us, the ones that want to see big ass broadly bathed in baby oil, big huge badass motherfuckers with big fucking guns just laying waste to everybody and everything on screen just fucking exploding at all times. Yes, I want to see geriatric versions of my favorite 80s action stars doing crazy shit that nobody can. And that is what they deliver here, and it is fucking awesome. But don't take my word for it. I got another buddy of mine here to talk about it. Give it up for the one, the only, the strange monkey.
You ever just see a movie that has so many kills in it, and you appreciate every fucking minute of it? The Expendables. That's the movie that has everything that you want. Let's talk about some of the kills, shall we? There's just a list of crazy kills in this movie. We have knife throwing, knife stabbing, chest stabbing, throat stabbing, death by steel toe boot, death by fire, plus a Superman punch, neck breaking, explosions, and then more explosions. Soldiers getting shot to shit, and then even more soldiers getting shot to shit, courtesy of Terry Crews and his big ass gun. I don't know what it's called. I just know the sound that it makes when it takes a man's life. The automatic shotgun. I think that's what it is. I don't know. The important thing here is to remember this shit on Christmas. All of it. All of these fantastic kills. It's beautiful. Perfection. I want to see another movie top this. You can't. I don't know how one could handle so many kills like this. I thought my head was gonna explode, but I survived. I didn't even have to go to the doctor.
Give it up for the monkey because he's preaching some legit shit. Something else that's legit here is the absolutely crazy insane cast. It's got Sly Stallone, Jason motherfucking Statham, Jet Li, Dolph, I will break you, Lundgren, Randy Coulter, Steve Austin, is he still a thing? Charisma the real hot chick in Buffy the Vampire Slayer Carpenter, and Terry Crews. But that's not all. We also get cameos from Arnold Schwarzenegger and Bruce Willis. And really, there might be even more than that. There's so many big names in this movie, I can't fucking keep them all straight. This movie is like an infusion, like a melting pot of awesome, badass 80s action stars. Does it have like a super deep story with great character development? Fuck no, that's not what we're here for. But what it does do is it sets up these amazing characters that we're here to see in situations to where they can go blow shit the fuck up. And that is exactly what we want, and that is exactly what the movie gives us. It does take a little bit more time to get to this than I would like. And while there are some pretty cool action scenes throughout the movie, there is a bit of a chunk of time right there in the second act that does drag just a bit. It's not boring or anything, but you do find yourself checking your watch wondering, okay, when are we gonna get to blowing up motherfuckers again? Thankfully, it doesn't wait too long, and it does finally get you to that finale that is just, it's just fucking beautiful. Michael Bay would be proud of the ending of this movie because they literally blow up fucking everything. And not only do they blow shit up at every turn, but they do it in brutally bloody violent fashion. But once again, don't take my word for it. We're gonna shoot right on over to my friend at the Movie Massacre.
If you like gore in your movies, brother, then you've come to the right place. We've got big, sweaty Swedish men turning terrorists into meat soup. We also have men with male pattern baldness turning mob leaders into sushi. And for the ladies, we have the sexy Jason Statham.
Oh, me so horny.
You'll get all of this on eBay for under $6, so what are you waiting for? Get your lazy ass off that couch and go and buy it now. Again, comes with male pattern baldness.
I was expecting more explosions.
No.
There you go. Guys, this movie really is a one-of-a-kind experience. Its whole existence is built on nostalgia. But holy shit, that's some really good fucking nostalgia. Seeing all these action stars from yesteryear coupled with some new faces is a really good fucking time. This isn't Shakespeare, and it never once sets out to be. From the beginning of this movie, it never once tries to be something that it's not. It is here to exude male masculinity 80s machismo, kill motherfuckers in creative ways, and blow shit the fuck up. That's it, and sometimes that is all you need. This is probably the closest thing to a modern exploitation film that I can think of. And we're not gonna get something just like the Expendables ever again. Well, it has sequels, but you know what I mean, the series. And while it's not the deepest, it is a really good fucking time. And because of that, the Expendables is worth a buy.
Do it! Do it! Show me the money! Do it! You motherfucker!
So, do it.
This is just a really fun movie. It focuses on what it does best and it checks off all those boxes. There's next to nothing that this one's missing, but my good friend the Strange Monkey did come across one thing.
The only thing that this film was missing was Carl Weathers and his grenade launcher. Just like in Action Jackson. How do you like your ribs?
Bless you, my friend, for making an Action Jackson reference. So badass. So there it is, guys, our review of the Expendables. If you enjoyed, want more content like this, hit those subscribe buttons and help all our little channels grow. If you liked what we had to say, give us a like. If not, let us know in the comments below why. And as always, stay sexy, Pittsburgh.
What happened to you? Got my ass kicked.
I want to say thanks again to my friends, the Movie Massacre and the Strange Monkey, for coming on here today and helping me talk about this super fun movie. If you like movie reviews with a twist, especially horror flicks, check both these guys out at their channels. You will not be disappointed. I mean, look at them. One of them's a fucking scarecrow and the other one's a half man, half monkey with his fucking eyeball hanging out. What is not to like here? I'm just a regular guy. You're watching me. Check these guys out. They're the fucking interesting ones.
Comes with male pattern baldness.
How do you like your ribs?